Hey there, my name is Luke Snell. I am the owner and pharmacist here at Luke's Pharmacy and Wellness, and I am going to show you today a quick video introduction into our reverse insulin resistance in 90 days program. And so here's today's to-dos. We're going to get into the actual problem, the metabolic problem that's going on. I'll give you the foundational 4 principles that I think everybody should be doing to address that. And then I'll go into what makes our program unique, a couple of special tools, special tool number 1 and number 2. We'll get into the pricing a little bit and offer you some next steps that you can potentially look into. And so I want to start off by just telling you about my very first client. This is Martine. He came to me with an A1C of 8.9. If you don't know what that means you have diabetes. It means your blood sugars are high. It means you also have high triglycerides, or at least he did in his case. Weighed 268 pounds, just didn't feel well, couldn't sleep very well, had no energy, and even was having a hard time getting in and out of his car. So he came to me in that situation. His doctor had prescribed him 3 different medications, but he didn't want to take them. He wanted to try and address this naturally. And so we worked with him. So I'll give you his results at the end. So let's get into the problem. This is the same problem that Martine had, and really 90% of people have, and that is that most people are living with low energy, weight gain, and declining health. And the problem is this insulin resistance. It's this vicious cycle of eating a lot of carbs. So your body's making a lot of insulin. So your cells are becoming resistant to that insulin. You're in this fat storage mode. You're tired and hungry, and you eat more carbs, and you go round and round. And so that can manifest as migraines, acne, cravings, skin tags, hair loss, a variety of things, even disease states like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, Alzheimer's, PCOS, of course, diabetes, prediabetes. All of these things are related to insulin resistance. The good news is we know what it is and we can reverse it. You can reverse insulin resistance. And so that's what this program is all about. And so you have to start with some 4 foundational things that we teach everybody. That's controlling your carbs. You got to eat less carbs. You got to prioritize your protein, eat more of it. When it comes to fats, make sure you're eating the good fats. And as long as your carbs are low, you don't have to be scared of those fats. And then you have to do some time restricted eating, some frequent fasting, intermittent fasting, whatever you want to call it. But this combination here is what can get you on your way to being metabolically healthy again. It's typically not enough, and that's where we come in, special tool number 1 and special tool number 2. So special tool number 1, it's this combination of 2 different drinks, Unimate and Balance. The Unimate is a concentrated version of yerba mate. The Balance is a patented blend of different soluble fibers. These things have great studies that show how they help with different ways of your metabolic health. I can't get into all of it, but I wanted to show you real quick the main reason I brought it in, because I wanted an alternative to the GLP-1 injectable drugs that were so ubiquitous and really causing a lot of side effects that gave me a lot of concern. And so I found the supplement that had the best studies to show it boosts GLP-1 levels naturally. And so the studies on this one showed that it boosts your natural GLP-1 levels by 60%. So that means you're getting the help in your brain to where you're turning off that food noise. It means in your gut, it's slowing down that gastric emptying a little bit. And it means it's creating some insulin sensitivity as well. So it's incredibly important, incredibly valuable, without the side effects, doing it naturally. And so one option is to do those 4 foundational 4 principles that I mentioned, plus this Feel Great system is what we call these drinks, this combination of drinks that I just mentioned. You can do those things, and a lot of people have a lot of success there. Special tool number 2 is this last piece, number 6, this education and accountability. There are studies that show when it comes to lifestyle interventions, health interventions in particular, that those with actual peer support, some sort of accountability support, their success rate goes up 7-fold. And so that's why we created this full program as well. Most people need a little bit more help beyond just those special tools and those foundational principles. And so when you do the full package, you get an initial 1-hour session with a pharmacist, typically me. You get 12 weekly sessions after that. Those are usually 20 to 30 minutes. You get customized supplement consults, 10% discount on supplements, unlimited access to pharmacist, coach, access to self-paced online course if you so choose to learn a little bit more beyond what we're teaching you each week. And then you get access to our client portal as well that has food lists and recipes, all that sort of stuff. And then if you happen to be local in Haley, Idaho, you can also get a weekly 3D body composition scan. And so here's some of the results we got we're getting so far. The average weight loss for our clients in the first 12 weeks is 22 pounds of weight loss. That's a 9% reduction in body weight. And again, just for comparison, those GLP-1 drugs that are touted as like miracle drugs for weight loss, their average weight loss is 6% in the first 12 weeks. So good weight loss. That's not the only reason we do it. This is more what I like. I like to see people get off medications. I like to see where they no longer have this diagnosis of diabetes or hypertension and that sort of thing. And then this quality of life thing, where you're sleeping better, your joints don't hurt as much, you have more energy, better mood, all of this stuff. That's the stuff that we really, really love. So here's a few just examples for you. Erica here, she had super achy knees and feet as she was at work, and so she no longer has that. She lost 16 pounds. Katie had prediabetes. She no longer has prediabetes. She lost 17 pounds. Sam has a house full of kids. So she has more energy to play with her kids. She actually lost 33 pounds in that 12 weeks. And then my guy, Martin, that I started with, he no longer has diabetes. His A1C got down to a 5.6 in just that 12-week period. He's now lost 60 pounds. It's been more than 5 months. He's maintained and is looking good, feeling good, rides his horses all the time. And so here's your options. Here's where you can go from here. You can just do those foundational 4 things, do that on your own, take that information, run with it. Here's what I would say is the minimum, though. You should probably at least add that Feel Great system. That gives you some metabolic advantages that you can't get just by applying those principles. Or you can do the whole shebang, the whole total solution. That's $400 a month if it's in person and if it's one-on-one. But to me, that's a steal of a deal, considering the value, how effective it is, how much time we have to put into that. But there are ways to make that more cost effective for you. So here's a few strategies for savings. You can pay up front. So you can save a half a month equivalent if you pay up front. So instead of $400 a month for 3 months, a total of $1,200, you would just pay $1,000 up front. You can do it virtually. That saves $50 a month. You can do a small group, 2 to 4 people of your friends or acquaintances. That saves $50 a month. You can do large groups. That saves $100 a month. You can take advantage of what I'm going to tell you a little more about in a minute, the free trial for the first month that we just started this, and it's incredibly powerful. Anyway, you can stack all of this too. And so if you start stacking these things and doing it in different ways, you can do it for under $200 a month. Beyond that, it's a satisfaction guarantee. If you're not happy with it, we haven't done what we said we would do, like, you can get your money back, no questions asked. And then again, these charges are separate from those drinks. Special tool number 1. This is a separate charge. Okay, let's go into the try it for free. Here's how this works. I'll do it briefly. You can pause to look at this closer, but there's really 2 things you have to do. Do what our most successful clients do, and it's listed there. These are basic things, and everybody does this. These aren't hard things. And so I'm just financially incentivizing you to do that, and then help us share the word. And so whether that's via social media, or if you're not comfortable with that, introducing us to some friends, but you can look at those requirements there, and we can talk about that. So here's what you do now. Contact me in some way, through social media, through email, through call, text, but just contact me. If you decide you want to do just the drinks, that's great. Just send me a message, whatever you want to do next. I am here for you.